Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to the educator from NSDC. Good morning to all debaters and also audience and viewers. My name is Fachran Ziyad. I'm from SMIT plus Basma Brilliant. This house believes that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessity. There is something that makes a poor person vulnerable. Today, we choose to talk about education and in particular scholarship. In my firm belief that scholarship should be awarded to the needy student because without this any financial aid, they may have never have a chance to attend school at all. It is poor people's student only opportunity. There is something that makes a poor person vulnerable. Today, we choose to talk about education in particular. Scholarship, and my firm belief is that scholarship should be awarded to the needy student because without this financial aid, they may never have a chance to attend school at all. In most cases, people from a poor background are likely to get fewer opportunities to excel. For instance, there are children who end up completing primary education, but due to financial restraint cannot afford to transition to secondary school. Yet, if they were to be provided with a full scholarship, they will turn around and possibly elevate their families from the cycle of poverty. Leaving other factors constant for one to excel in school, they need to have favorable environment to study. How can no one in school when they can fully attend lecture or classes because they have not been able to pay tuition to attend class? Most students who are academically bright in most cases have had smooth transition in school, which has helped them excel. Providing scholarship based on merit entirely can be compared to providing financial assistance to the rich while arguing that they are the only ones who can provide value for money or impact society that giving it to poor. Assistance is meant to help change life. If we need to equip our society with knowledge and benefits that come with it, we need to provide scholarship to needy students and not only to those that have excelled. For instance, one thing that contributes to low intakes at university is lack of financial assistance. And unfortunately, most scholarships are based on academic merit, not vulnerability. The respondents put it right that for anyone willing to provide scholarship, they should always put into consideration the needy aspect more than the merit issues. We need to stop self-pity. I don't mean to discriminate people based on social class, but let's get down to the basics. What's lesson you give when you give someone that something they haven't worked for? How do you expect them to actually follow a scholarship and not take it for granted? Misses it and dump it right at you. Give someone something that they have worked hard for and you will see how they nurture and treasure it. I am this cool. I've thought that belonging to a very low social class doesn't necessarily make you an automatic candidate for an academic scholarship. You have been granted to the right to the education like everybody else. Why should be treated with kid gloves just because you are poor? Academic excellence has very little to do with someone's social class background, at least not in Rwanda. Even students from humble backgrounds do perform extremely well and that leaves the battle for best performance with a level ground to compete for excellence. People should be encouraging to work and hard and achieve certain goals in life. Handing out scholarship to the less financial privileged leaves no room for hard work and only encourage self-pity and laziness. Just because it's financially handicapped doesn't mean they are smart. The best university to get rid of students who don't perform according to their standard. We can have situations where a number of scholarship students are being chased away because they were admitted because of their social class other than their academic potential. Scholarship students must have portrayed a certain level of performance that makes everybody want to snatch them to study their college free of charge. Scholarships which are based on social class create social class separation in university. Those on scholarship are seen as the lower scholar class, and those paying for themselves feel like they are above the other in the upper class. Scholarship based on merit, or the other hand, don't create the inequality, but rather than encourage others to work hard to become the best. There is no true measure of someone that should be on scholarship on someone that shouldn't. Even today, university students are always complaining about how they were unfairly categorized in classes in which they don't belong. Numbers don't lie. If one gets certain marks, they are better measure of who should or shouldn't get a scholarship. I believe the government of Rwanda is the right back track where students get loans from a private bank and pay back after school. And then the best performing students get to study free with Rwanda and abroad. Somehow, everyone works for it. The best get it free, and the other gets loan or pay the fees themselves in the end. Everyone wins. Maybe that's all.